My cookie stash has been completely depleted by gift giving and my nightly cookie habit. So I'm reaching back to a cookie I haven't made in a while. The recipe comes from Martha Stewart from 2002. It was reprinted in 2019 and it has oats in it, but it isn't an oatmeal cookie. After sifting the dries, it's a normal creaming method, but because it does have some oats, I want to take that into consideration and give the butter and the sugars, which are brown sugar and sucrose, a good chance to aerate. Typically, I don't want to over cream, but because oats soak up so much moisture, you want to incorporate a little bit more air so that you don't get a tight cookie. You get a little more spread with a longer cream, so the oats make it so that we're balancing it out. I'm using a rare black Japanese brown sugar, and it does have quite a few lumps, but I let it sit for about 4 minutes after I creamed it, and the moisture, because it's hygroscopic, the sugar is, softened up those lumps, and then I continued on with the creaming, and there were very few lumps. Beginning with flour, and then egg, flour, egg, and ending with the flour gives you a nice catch, but you don't want to overmix it, and you're going to add the oats last, and then the inclusions. You can see that the toffee ratio is a little bit more than the Tart cherry and the chocolate chips. And at first I thought, well, that is a lot and I don't know what's going to happen. But what ended up happening is that the sugars in the toffee gave the texture of the cookie a really interesting effect that happens when you have a higher sugar content in a cookie. I baked at 350 for 15 minutes and then turned it down to 275 to roast. So if you think you don't like oatmeal cookies, this is not that. Give it a try because it's complex, different, and very enjoyable.